Pretoriuskop is one of the oldest rest camps in the Kruger National Park. Yet for many years we drove past it without a second thought, believing that there was less game and really nothing to do. However, after staying at Pretoriuskop Rest Camp, first in the bungalows and then camping, we realized what a wealth of opportunity this rest camp presented to the visitor. Pretoriuskop has quietly become one of our most enjoyable and unexpected Kruger experiences. In this episode, I'm going to share with you some of the things to do in and around Pretoriuskop. Stay with us. I hope you enjoy this episode. Good morning. One of the nicer drives around Pretoriuskop is to take the old Voortrekker Road to Afzaal, and on the way visit the historical site of the first concrete dam ever built in Kruger. And that's what Gail and I are going to do today. So drive along with us and enjoy the drive.
It is the 12th day today. We're on the old Voortrekker Road and we've come across this little herd of buffalo eating away early in the morning. How many's in the herd can you see?
They spread into the bush here, so it's very difficult
to tell.
There's maybe 20 of them.
Oh, okay.
Very small herd.
This is the road that says historical site just off of Old Voortrekker Road. Looks like it makes a turn at the bottom there.
There's something running there.
They've got a very specific way of running,
They
eh?
lope.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
They're going to come right up the road. I'm going to stop right here.
Just stop right here. They're coming right towards us. They look like little ones, don't they? They're not fully grown, are they?
They're hunting. I'm pretty sure they're hunting.
Okay. This looks like we're at the end of this road. Does it make a circle? Yeah, this is the historical site, which I will see what it is. As this writing is very tiny, basically what it says, this is the site they claim in 1885 where Jock of the Bushveld was born. So this is the first historic site on this road. So we've come across the hyena on the way back. It's making a noise. I can hear it.
It's the one behind us.
Ah. Open your windows, you can hear the noise.
He's looking into the bush.
I know, I don't know what he's looking for. He's looking for the other one?
Yeah, looking for his buddy. Oh, I can't believe he's still running.
He's lost his mate. I'm sure he's behind him.
Yeah, he's behind somewhere. He's turned onto the H22 now, so we're just following him to see what he's up to. He's right into the sun now. Some animal has left their mark on the side there, and he is now smelling. But at least it's a bit of excitement on our ride. It's nice to see hyena doing something and not just lying on the side of the road.
Yeah, but they normally are a little bit more active in the morning.
Yeah. Nice scratching. No, he's scent marking.
I mean, he's still running in the road. I can't believe he's still running. I mean, we're keeping up with it, but he must be running quite a speed, eh? 20 k's an hour, yeah.
We followed him for quite a few kilometers, but I needed to get past so we could get on with our drive. And he gave us a pretty good run for our money.
And it's not so dense in this part. Decent sized herd of zebra. They're not doing much. It's too cold, probably.
No, but they're in the open.
Yeah.
They're absorbing whatever sunlight they can get. Get some warmth.
I have no idea what that bird is.
It's a cuckoo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but his feathers are ruffled up on his back
Wow, it looks so different.
to try to keep warm.
Showing you a bit of the view that we are seeing as we drive on this road. And it's pretty awesome, actually. One little Jaffe on its own.
Oh, look, this is another historical site.
So this is apparently the historical site. We'll have to see what exactly they say about it. So this is the site of the first concrete dam in the Kruger National Park. It was built by M. Roland Jones during 1931 to 1932. So this is the picture of the concrete wall, it looks like. It's left.
It's filled up with sand on the
other side there.
Yeah. But obviously that must have been a dam way back in the day.
Yeah, well, that's 1931, so that is way back in the day. Okay, anyway, it's an interesting historical fact. This is part of what we believe would have been the dam that M. Roland Jones built back in 1931. That's a way, way, way long time ago. At this historical site where they had the wall of the dam that we saw, there is a lovely waterhole here. Really nice. I think it's the only waterhole on this old Voortrekker Road. And it's definitely attracting birds, but it's a little far for me to get any type of video of them.
While we were sitting at the Voortrekker waterhole, this herd of impala came down and entertained us for about 40 minutes. Slowly they emerged from the bush and made their way over to the waterhole to drink.
I'm surprised they're drinking so early. I mean, it's still chilly out. And they're still coming. They don't take long, eh? They drink and they're gone again. Some of them are going already. They drink and they go. There they go. Oh, we are pronking. Oh dear, that's a good pronk. Interesting is these granite outcrops. And this area is well known for this. But it's so unusual. And they use these outcrops as navigational beacons, which you could see is quite effective because they really stand out. And that mountain over there they named Ship Mountain. They say it looked like the bottom of a ship, and that was their main beacon that they used to navigate with.
And apparently there's some very unique geology on that mountain.
Yeah.
It's not found anywhere else on any of these other mountains and hills around here.
Correct. And they describe all these rocks as a massive pile of lichen.
Loose lichen boulders.
There you have it. Loose lichen.
But there's cactus growing on there.
I know. I'm showing. Well, actually, Stuart, that is not cactus. It's green on the rock, which looked like it.
Oh, that must be the lichen.
Maybe.
Whatever lichen is.
Yeah.
Lichen-covered boulders.
That's exactly what it is. It looked from far off like it was cacti or cactuses. What is it?
Cacti.
Oh, I was right. On these growing in amongst the rocks here. But it is very, and they say that this is the only mountain that has this type of rock on it. It is very interesting. Just documenting our gaming sightings. On the H22. And what is the time now, babe?
10:39. They love to walk in the burnt area and eat something.
I know, it's weird. I can't work it out what they're trying to eat.
This is just
roots.
a
Maybe
green...
the little shoots coming up or something.
Well, there are some next to the road here that look green. But I mean, it's so meager.
And then we have ostriches over here. Good morning, Mrs. And was there a male one, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me see where it is. Ah, there he is. And the background that we have is this Ship Mountain. They're also eating something in amongst this burnt felt. And they're at it.
As happy as a lark, they say. I mean, that is just a beautiful little song. On our way back, driving along Voortrekker Road, we found that same little buffalo herd we'd seen earlier on in the morning. A great little finale to our morning drive. Just look at the size of the horns on this buffalo. They're not very big, but they are wide. A great afternoon drive is the Shabeni loop via the Mestel Dam.
We're on the S7 and I just had to show you this site that's in front of us. It's just so magnificent. This granite rock, this looks like just one big granite rock. Just look at it. And we're on what road? The S14. Well, spot the elephant. He looks just like a rock. I mean, come on guys, it's amazing. There is another elephant behind there. There's two of them. What are they doing in the rocks? So we were wondering where we heard hippo in the camp this morning. And lo and behold, we come across this dam and the hippo are lying on the bank. I can't actually show you. Well, maybe I can.
What dam is it?
I don't know, but there the hippo are lying. Right over there. Let's see what dam it is. But it's a very, very nice dam. Gosh, it's beautiful. So here is the name of the dam, Mestel Dam.
So they have obviously been drinking at the dam.
It's a lovely picture of that actually, hey? Look at the ears.
I know, so cute.
And there's the buck that is head of the herd. And that's his harem of ewes. Oh, there's a couple of bucks.
Apart from the beautiful scenery on the Shabeni loop, we didn't really see much, so we decided to go back onto the tar road and take the S14, which is the Fayi loop, and check that out.
So we are turning onto the S20, and I think the road, or that little loop, goes off the S20 because this goes all the way to Upsal, right?
S20?
Yeah.
Well, what we want to get onto is the S14, the Fayi loop.
Yeah, but we're going to get onto it from here.
Oh,
This is a short
we're
section,
hoping.
and then we get onto that loop that comes out right at Pretoriuskop gate. But there's a lot of wash away. You see where the water's been running. They must have had quite a storm here. You see how the water's been paddling. Perfect leopard tree right there.
These little loops are quite confusing, but if you turn off onto the S20 and just go straight without turning off the left or right, you will end up on the S14. When you come to the junction of the H22, you want to keep right onto the S14, which is the Fayi loop. It was getting late and we needed to get back to camp. But it was fun driving these roads, which we've probably only driven once before in our lifetime. Nice new little bridge.
Come on.
That road takes us to the start of Voortrekker Road, the H21 to Pretoriuskop Rest Camp. We made it back with a few minutes to spare, and although we didn't see a whole lot of game, especially on the Fayi loop, we had a great afternoon driving both the Shabeni and the Fayi loops. Two great drives around Pretoriuskop. Now it's back to the caravan for a nice sundowner and supper. A great day drive from Pretoriuskop is to take the H11 to Skakuza, then the H11 to Paul Kruger Gate, where you can visit the Kruger Monument. On your way back, make sure you stop at the golf course for lunch, the golf course restaurant, and then get back onto the H11 and take a left down to Transport Dam before heading back to Pretoriuskop along the H11. On the koppies at the junction with the H3 that goes down, keep your eyes open for the resident klipsprungs that are often seen standing there on the rocks. And right now we are driving into one of the most beautiful sunrises. And you are quite right, the camera does not do this justice. You have to be here, you have to experience this to really appreciate it.
So there's beautiful trees, the sunrise, and a fresh morning.
What could be better?
Oh, and there's a bird up in that tree. Right, there's the eagle. Well, it's still a chilly 10 degrees, but at least it's starting to warm up. And we've had quite a nice drive this morning.
It's been a hyena morning for sure.
Yeah,
Lots of little
three very nice hyena sightings.
with babies.
Yeah, those little ones, the little ones that are still black, are less than 3 weeks old, and they were toothless. That was a big clan, that one.
It was, and well, we saw 3. Did the other ones have babies as well? But not as small?
Not as small, yeah.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of herds of different species of game, like zebra and wildebeest and elephants.
And we saw those 2
Lots
elephants
of impala.
jousting with each other.
Yeah, so it's been actually very eventful.
It's still early, but what a great day. Just love this bush. There is no place like Kruger.
You can see where the buffalo have crossed, and this is very recent. And I want to tell you what, this is a big herd.
It's quite a big herd.
No, this could be the herd, I'm telling you. So notice the egrets amongst these buffalo. And they are little opportunists, because they are hoping to find some insects when the buffalo are eating. I think this is quite a nice herd.
Yeah.
And of course, where you have buffalo, you've got oxpeckers. And here's a little red bull.
There is a yellow-billed oxpecker.
It's a one horn.
Yeah, that's definitely broken off there. And just to show you the rest of the herd, she's way back there.
There is just absolutely no place in the world like the Kruger National Park. So
Well,
unique.
That's our thinking anyway.
Well, the Golden Triangle produced a little bit of gold this morning. We had some very, very good bird sightings. A little barred owlet, which is a first for us to see it in the wild.
Okay, now I have got the thing to focus. So waiting for it to turn around. There you go. There, I've got the eyes. Okay, now I can see clearly what it is. Look my way. There you go. A great picture of it now.
And then we found this pair of trumpeter hornbills. First time I've seen them around Skakusa area. And I mean, it posed, right?
Oh,
it
was,
did.
Well, I only saw the one. I don't know, you saw another one. I only saw one of them, but it was a great sighting. The best I've ever had.
Yeah, it sat there, it posed, it moved its head, it did everything that you'd want.
Yeah, it's really nice. This is a beautiful sight. It's a nice side view.
Yeah, no, he's posing beautifully.
Oh, and now we're scratching, are we?
Look at the red eye.
And then you saw the purple.
We saw the purple-crested lories, but you know, they hide in the thick of the thick in the trees. For some reason, they are very camera shy. And we saw the lesser grey shrike too. Yes.
Yeah.
So as far as bird sightings go, today was a good morning. And then we saw the herd of buffalo starting off. Beautiful herd of buffalo. Of course, you know, I love to watch the herds of buffalo. So all in all, it was a good triangular trip. However, finish what you were going to say.
And now I need some coffee and some food.
And so we are heading for
The golf course.
the golf course restaurant.
Yeah. Cappuccino at the Skakusa golf course.
Tastes better here.
Yeah.
in the surroundings with that background.
I know.
It's amazing.
Lovely.
That was a nice meal. Nice
Everything
snack.
about it was really
Yeah.
very, very good.
And the hippos sitting on the island just made it even more perfect.
Yeah. It just gives it the wild, wild Africa feel,
Yeah.
which it is.
Okay.
The Sable Game Reserve was established primarily through the efforts of Paul Kruger, and that's where we're going on our way to right now, to see the statue of Paul Kruger, who was the president of South Africa.
No, President of the Transvaal Republic.
That's true.
And here we are, my first time at Paul Kruger Gate.
President J.P. Kruger, stichter van die Nasionale Krugerwildtuin, founder of the Kruger National Park.
So this is all part of the monument. Ranger Monument, unveiled by the Honourable Mrs. Barbara Thompson, MP, Deputy Minister of Environmental Affairs, on 31st of July 2014, in celebration of World Ranger Day.
That is very, very impressive.
I really love history, and what a privilege to learn just a little bit more about the establishment of this awesome Kruger National Park.
Well, that was very informational, wasn't it?
Informative, absolutely.
Yeah. And interesting. I've never been to Paul Kruger Gate.
No, and that's,
And
I've always wanted to go there. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to see the statue.
And it's
Very impressive.
It's very impressive, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that there was the memorial to the rangers who have lost their lives during in the course of duty.
Yeah.
That was interesting. We're going to head back to camp. I'm going to take out some meat for tonight and probably go for a little run. How's that sound?
Yep, if you want to do that.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
So as predicted, at the junction of the H3 and the H11 on the koppies, there were the clip springers.
We always seem to find them here.
This concludes day.
This concludes day 12. So all that's left is to have a nice run and a braai. And there's our camp under the coral tree.
With very few corals.
Camp itself borders onto this huge open grass plain. It's situated really comfortably amongst these indigenous trees on a expansive piece of ground which has picnic tables. It has benches for you to sit under the trees in the shade. It's beautifully situated. In the trees you could see and hear all the indigenous birds.
Like this beautiful scarlet-chested sunbird. Or this black-collared barbet. You may even spot a little white-fronted bee-eater. Or a beautiful little bearded scrub robin.
And you can just enjoy a refreshing swim in this beautiful surroundings here after a day in the car. In the shade of beautiful indigenous trees and cascading down from a gigantic granite rock, the Pretoriuskop swimming pool must be one of the most unique in the park.
If you only have a couple of hours to drive before the gates closed, then Shabeni Dam is a great place to go and visit. Here you'll not only see the resident waterbuck and obviously the hippos and crocs in the water, but you have a chance of seeing Sable Antelope in this area. So it's a worthwhile drive. So there you have it, folks. 10 really great things to do in and around Pretoriuskop Rest Camp.